Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Wall looking for an opening. George with the screen on Paul. And Wall kicks to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bridges finds Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And here is Paul. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. And there's the pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Off on the layup. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, with development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Leonard, no luck. Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Paul against Wall. Now here's Paul, and it's sent back by George. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here's Booker. Passes it to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Now here's Wall. Leonard with no one around. And the 3 off target. Here's Bridges. They get it back. Booker. Ayton wide open. Phoenix no good that time either.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Booker dishes to Crowder. Missed inside.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Zubac finds George. And he makes good on the layup.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
All right, thank you, David. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. George up top. Defended by Booker. And George kicks to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Consistent shooter from all three levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Paul with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Booker. The Clippers getting the bucket. He dishes it to Paul. The kick out to Crowder beyond the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Crowder's got 5 now.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets...
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by the Suns. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Suns trail by 4. Booker the pass to Paul. Pulls up from the corner. No good from Booker.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that one's good, George.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
Booker with it. The kick out to Crowder. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 6. Bridges with the steal. Ayton finds Bridges. And it's Ayton missing. LA has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Paul against Leonard. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Paul outside, Booker right side, Bridges a screen on George, and Booker kicks to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Paul outside, 6 to shoot. Bridges inside. He's covered by Leonard. And it's Ayton missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Zubac a screen on Booker. And Leonard gets it to go. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Here's Crowder. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And here are the Clippers now. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with the screen for Morris. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Over to the left wing. Paul finds Booker. Back to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Booker against George. Going in. Oh!
Yes, sir. Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over. But I love to see him get up.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to. But they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
George sets a screen for Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, he can add it to the list.
Outside Leonard. There's the triple. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside, here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And George kicks the wall. The three. Bridges with the board. Booker dishes to Paul. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Zubac. So the clock runs out with the score tied. All right, Dave, thank you. And
your time, 24. The Clippers, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Takes it out to Covington. It's stolen by Sharks. Shamet the pass to Johnson. So they take the lead. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Jackson dishes to Powell. Shot clock at 6. That one misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Lee kicks to Johnson. Dishes at the paint. Lee finds Payne. Shamet on the wing. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession. An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Pass to Payne. Johnson up top, defended by Batum. That's tipped. Covington with the steal. They're running. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. That gives them the lead. And the Clippers lead by 2.
So many ways Nick Batum can beat you, and with his experience, he's still getting buckets.
Shamet gets the lead. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Covington into the lane. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Sharge outside. Lee finds Sharge. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Drains the three-pointer.
And Sharge, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Leonard against Bridges. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Crowder with it. They bring it up for Phoenix. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Bridges outside. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers trail. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Ball against Wall. And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. The drive by Booker. And it's sent back by George.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
Wall with the steal. Morris kicks to George. Here he goes. That shot off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Ayton finds Booker. On the wing, Bridges. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Zubats. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
2 shots.
Leonard hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. The offensive rebound, Ayton. Booker finds Paul. Rebound by the Clippers. Here is Wall. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And muscling through that time, Crowder with a physical play and an and-one chance.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
The three from George. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his fourth rebound in this one. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. From deep. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers shooting 43% from the floor. Crowder against Leonard. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot. And one.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
George passes to Wall. And now the Suns a fast break. Bridges, no one around him. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. Covington kicks to Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 24.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Back to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard looking over the floor. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Misses from close range. Suns trail by 4. The drive by Booker. Paul for 3. A new 14 for the Suns. Ayton the pass to Paul. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Paul passes to Booker. Paul kicks to Booker to stop the run. Back to Paul. At the top of the key, Bridges. And Ayton throws it down.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Clippers leading by 4. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now George. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Out of dishes to Bridges. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Crowder. Feeds it to Ayton. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover. And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
A 3 from Leonard. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Up top, Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside, Wall. Back to George. There's the 3. No good on that one. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jackson. Here's George. And the jam by George.
The anticipation for the steal, the athleticism on the finish. Paul George is a game changer.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Over Brooks. George's shot is off. About a minute played here so far in the first. Moran against Wall. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Zubac with a screen on Moran. The kick out to Morris. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now here's Brooks. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Morris. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Wall. Pass to Morris. Back to Wall. Leonard on the wing. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3. Wall no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Moran. And he drives in, uses the glass on the layup. Morant's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Moran against Wall. George for 3. And again, it's Clippers missing. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Brooks outside. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Bain. Adams inside. He's guarded by Zubac.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Wall. Shoots it from the high post, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Nice job breaking down the defense. Wall takes these mid-range shades when the D gives him the chance.
Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Morant into the lane. Misses from short range. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. On the take, and the jam by George.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Wall. Deflects the pass. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Jackson against Morris. The drive by Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Clock at 4. And it's in there.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Now Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Brooks. Leonard. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Brooks. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Outside Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Now here's Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's George driving in. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. The Grizzlies have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
Here's Wall. And Morant clears the board.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Bain with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Morant. Adams high post. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Leonard's got 5 now. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when plan A fails.
Well, BA, a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Wall, the pass to George. Throw it down on the lob.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Leonard against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Leonard with a screen on Morant. Leonard outside. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Nice move. And the big finish by Wall.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. 20 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Morant. And he makes it on the layup. Morant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Powell for 3. No good on the shot. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
26.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Tillman in at the center position. And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Conchar, pass to Jones. Here's Tillman. Left side, Green. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Jackson on the wing. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Conchar. Defended by Kennard. Green against Powell. Inside, Tillman. Oh, great D that time from Powell. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And he throws it down with one hand.
Carving up the D in style. Love when Batum takes charge and finds a lane to the rim.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, showcasing his length right there. Now, love watching Covington leap up to finish off alley-oops.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Jackson against Jones. For 3, Powell. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Green. Shoots over Powell. That one a little long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Kennard finds Jackson. Misses the 3. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Pass to Jones. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Clark, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
First personal foul.
Sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. On offense, here are the Clippers. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And here's George. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's Zubac. Count that bucket.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Brooks, the pass to Adams. That shot off. Great D that time from Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And here's Memphis. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. He hangs, and he sinks the layup.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Comes up empty down low. Leonard's gone 1 for 6 shooting from the field. Pass to Jackson. Back to Payne. Adams with the ball. Second chance shot. Ooh, nice D from George. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
The shot won't fall. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's Brooks missing. The Clippers in the lead. Wall no good. And the Grizzlies shooting about 41%. Jackson for 3. Buries it from 3.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Morant against Wall. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Morant. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them to be more careful about their selections, saying, quote, don't force it at the arc. If it's not a good look, don't risk it. Move the ball, attack inside. Use your options.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Brooks against Wall. Outside for Moran. Jackson, right side. Back to Moran. Here's Bane. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
It's George on the wing. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Zubats. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Outside Morant. Oh, Leonard with the block.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
From behind the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Morris.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Wall against Moran. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Tries again. Out to the right wing. And there's a 3-second violation. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the paint from 8 feet. Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Wall against Moran. Wall on the take. And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Tipped. And he's able to get it back. Here's Adams. Another shot. Good. And the setup by Moran. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Down low. Jackson can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Oh, deflected. Out to Leonard. George, left side. Morris, outside. Right wing. Wall finds Zubats. Nifty move. It doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. That's going to send Ja Morant to the line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Up top wall. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul. Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Eight seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. George with it. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Bridges out there with Booker, and it's Paul in at the 3, the small forward. Jackson finds Morant. 4 on the clock. Over Bridges. And it's Morant missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Ayton. Booker in the corner. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Morant passes to Bain. Morant against Paul. To the middle. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Now, here's Bridges. Crowder finds Bridges. Now here's Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Memphis ball.
Morant scanning the floor. Drops in the layup for 2.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Brooks against Paul. Brooks grabs the board. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bain passes to Adams. Back to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Crowder with the steal. Finished off the break. Crowder's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Morant dishes to Jackson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Paul. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that over.
Paul with the 3. A shot that time, not on target. And it's Memphis the other way. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hacker Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. Shoots from the baseline, and another turnover here by Memphis.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Bridges kicks to Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, Crowder. And the rejection by Jackson. Adams with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Adams with the slam.
And not many defenders want to get in the way of Adams, especially when he's rolling downhill for the basket.
Bridges for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Count it. Good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns. The Suns shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Devin Booker out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Paul in at the 3 slot.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 1. Moran finds Bain. Jackson against Crowder. Jackson passes to Bain. Takes it inside. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, hits it from 3-point range. Morant's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Grizzlies. Pass to Crowder. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. He feeds it to Adams. And the shot goes in. Adams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And it's Ayton missing. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Bain kicks to Jackson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Here's Morant. Bridges with the steal. Booker inside. Guarded by Bain. Bridges misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got 6 points.
You can see the work that Jackson has put into his game. He's come into his own on the offensive side of the ball.
To the paint. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Ayton a screen on Morant. The kick out to Crowder. Booker with no one around, kept alive. Here's Ayton. That one, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Down low. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Drills the three-pointer. Baines got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Morant outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. Out to the right wing. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. He can't get it to go. Some solid D from Paul. Kicks it out to Booker, to the inside. Here's Crowder, and the rejection by Jackson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Right side Bane. Outside Jackson. With 2 seconds left.
Defender.
And so it's Memphis headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Jaren Jackson. What a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Suns trail by 7. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Jackson. Bane passes to Jackson. 3-pointer, Brooks. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball finds Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Ayton, and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Here's Morant. Left side, Bane. Back to Morant. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. In the corner, it's Bridges. The kick out to Crowder. Ball with the 3. Here's Ayton. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. On the wing, Bane. Defended by Paul. Jackson passes to Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Both free throws good from Morant.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Paul left side. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The kick out to Crowder. This one for 3. Bridges misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 5.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter. Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
It's good. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Paul, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Brooks, the pass to Morant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 11 points for John Morant.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Ayton a screen on Bain. To the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Morant left side. Offensive rebound.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Booker finds Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. He nails it, and we're tied up. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Grizzlies have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick and roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
Morant kicks to Brooks. And the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ayton.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Here's Morant. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 13.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Bridges out there with Devin Booker, and it's Paul in at the small forward position. It's stolen by Adams, and even 3-on-3 break. Here's Brooks, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Wow, well, wouldn't he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And here is Paul. Booker outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shot by Crowder, no good. Memphis leading by 6. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Suns trail by 6. That's a 2 from Paul Bridges. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Bane, oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. I do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Booker the pass to Paul. And here's Crowder. And Crowder comes it in.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Bridges with the steal. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. Misses the slam off the fast break. Here's Bane. Second chance shot out to Morant. Back to Bane. The second chance effort. The shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Outside Jackson. Tries again. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
The 3 from Morant. Memphis the rebound. Brooks kicks to Bane. Back to Brooks. Fires the 3. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And the pass to Paul. In the corner, Crowder with it. Paul passes to Ayton. And the officials call for a 3-second violation. Morant outside. A 3-pointer, no good.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You'd think Adams is a smart target for a foul, but he might just surprise you.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Up top, by Bridges. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 2. Back to Morant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Payne against Booker. Bridges, no one around him. Bullseye!
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 1. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic...
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to... Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, a small forward.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now here's Paul. No good from outside.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
George passes to Leonard. There's a screen. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Ayton finds Crowder. Clock at 6. From 18 feet away. Offensive board. Second chance effort. And Ayton with the lay-in.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Zubac. Now here's George. Leonard outside. Driving inside. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Up top, George. No one near him. And he knocks the jumper down. George has got 5 points.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. The catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
Paul passes to Crowder. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by George.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer. He is a high flyer.
Now here's Paul. And he lays it up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Leonard, and the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Well, very hard to deal with Kawhi Leonard in the pick and roll. His mobility allows him to be an effective roller. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Now here's Covington. Out to Leonard. Outside Wall. Leonard outside. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
And so here's Phoenix following the score by the Clippers. Ayton, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
For 3, Leonard finds Zubac. Fires for 3. And there's Leonard on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's got 7.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For 3, George drills it from deep. 10 points for him.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Phoenix no good that time either. Zubac with a screen on Bridges. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
George hits them both. And Phoenix has possession. And stolen by Covington. The shot off that time. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the drive. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. He shoots it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Covington. Now here's Leonard. George, a screen on Crowder. Here's George. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 15.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Paul passes to Aiden. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Crowder. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Listen, he's a confident player, but if you're going for that kind of finish, you better finish it.
Leonard passes to Covington, stolen by Bridges. On the break! Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. George outside. Three-pointer. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges down low, working on Covington. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Covington, a screen on Booker. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Crowder goes in. Second shot opportunity. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Make no mistake, Jake Crowder has a craftiness that allows him to pick up fouls on his way to the cup.
Both shots good from the stripe. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all three. You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Jackson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Powell for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. He's off on the layup. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Powell, it's good.
Yeah, how about the pull-up game of Norman Powell? Gets space and separation off the dribble.
Outside Paul. Now Bridges. Lets it fly. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Powell for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul finds Ayton. Back to Paul. Over Jackson. Tries again. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Knocks down the long J. Crowder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You simply can't give this guy open looks. Jay Crowder is one of the best 3-and-D players in the league.
Morris on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For 3, Bridges. Batum pulls it in. Here's Powell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end.
And he makes both free throws. Paul with it. Pass to Ayton. Outside Booker. No good with the triple. And so it's Los Angeles. A huge rally as always. Thank you. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Paul against Jackson. Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Here's Crowder. And the layup is good off the glass. Crowder's got 7.
Well, Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
Pass to Morris. Bridges against Powell. Batum with it. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Jackson pass to Kennard. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Ayton. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 11.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Outside Booker, launches it, counted from distance.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
George for 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Outside Covington. George against Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
That free throw no good. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. For 3, Bridges. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Bridges has got 5 now.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
George is screen on Paul. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Paul. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers.
Left side Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Outside Wall to the middle. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The free throw drops for Leonard.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines, there's a level of focus and competitive spirit, and most importantly, productivity that you can really appreciate.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the big finish by Wall.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
Booker for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's George. And the jam by George.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Bridges outside. Down low. Here's Crowder. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Crowder's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, how fantastic is Jay Crowder in the pick-and-roll environment? Can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
And so it's the Los Angeles. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Booker with it. For 3. The putback. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. It's tipped. Crowder with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Blows the alley-oop.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Pass to Zubac. 4-3. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 5 rebounds in the game. Booker for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Ball for 3. Knocked away. The Suns have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. And here's Crowder from the arc. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And here's Wall. Out to Covington. Outside Wall. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 21.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Now here's George. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. From outside, off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bridges. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Now Wall. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Booker against George. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Zubac. Crafty move. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Paul passes to Booker. Looking to get it going. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
Good on the second one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Wall. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now here's Bridges. Outside Booker. hits the trifecta.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Wall against Paul. Now here's Wall. That one off the back iron and out. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Puts it up from 17. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
It's George on the wing. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
12.
We are in for a treat in this matchup. Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Morant throws it down.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Lets it fly. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, I mean, from three. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Offensive rebound. In the corner, George with it. There's the pass to Zubac. Now Wall. There's the lob to the hoop. And the
and makes the right feed.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Wall. Outside Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thank you, David. Here's Brooks. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The turnaround jumper, and Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks.
This is what Morant does best, a natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
George against Bain, and George kicks to Wall. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Adams, some nice D.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
George with no one around. And another three for the Clippers.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Here's Bane. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 7. Offside Covington. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 8 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Wall looking for an opening. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 10 points for him.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Leonard. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Bane. Plays it up off the glass.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it's Leonard missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 12. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
And that one's good. Leonard.
He's like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Morant against Leonard, and finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And it's George missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Bane finds Jackson. Back to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. They get the rebound. Adams. They shoot again. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One's on Morant.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value. offensively and defensively.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Outside Leonard. Covington, a screen on Jackson. Oh, Covington in position.
Love how Leonard slices passes through the defense. He guts the defense pretty quick on that pick and roll.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need to... And I'm going to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Jackson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Brooks against Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now, here's Morant for 3. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Now that is impressive. It's clear Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Morant surveying the D. Oh, he misses the dunk. Kennard for 3. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
The Grizzlies 28, the Clippers 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Powell kicks to Kennard. 4 on the shot clock. And that one goes long. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
And here's Jackson. Passes it to Powell. From deep. That one's not going to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
And the toughness of Brooks on display. Not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Show us what you got. Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies breakers, make some noise. And those were your Grizzlies breakers, everyone. Get loud once again for them.
And it's tied up with that one.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he could be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Wall against Morant, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Morant dishes to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
On the wing, George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got 16 points. Here's Morant. 20 points for him. And finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Wall passes to George. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. George has got 19 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Jackson passes to Morant. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Bain. Outside for Jackson. Takes a 3. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Wall passes to George. Up top, Covington. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Morant passes to Bain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And Bain drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Wall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 7.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly 3rd option for LA. Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Jackson.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now here's Wall. He has 7. Pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Bain. Jackson with it. George picks him up. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. All with it, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over especially with how tight the game is.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Just double-checking, and the game continues on. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that will allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Now Wall. 1 second left, and he knocks down the jumper. Wall's got 6 in the quarter.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
And the game still closely contested as... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The lead is 2. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis. And here's Wall. George sets the screen for Wall. Outside for George. Stolen by Jackson. Adams with it. He's picked up by Wall. The 3 from Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. The 3 from George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. In the corner, it's Bain. And here's George for 3. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, Paul George just felt out the defense there, and because they weren't close, he could just pull up.
Morant passes to Jackson. The 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
But don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Paul George really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every 3-pointer he takes right now.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Outside, Wall. Leonard on the wing. 3-pointer. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Bain. That one doesn't go. Good D by Covington. Here's Wall, and he drives in, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Moran kicks to Jackson. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 1st foul. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. No good on the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Leonard from 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it turns out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Pass to Leonard. With the drive, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Morant back for 2. Stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. A 3 from Leonard. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Here's Morant. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Ball passes to George. Zubac, a screen on Bain. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. George has got 30 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the 2nd half.
Jackson misses. So the Clippers with the win. A truly... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
play out.
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Here's Booker. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Now Bain. Jacks up a three. And Aiden pulls it down. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. Booker against Bain. Brooks outside. And he banks in the layup.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
Aiden, the screen on Bain. Booker finds Aiden. Grizzlies with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
There's Jackson with the three. Morant into the lane. Back to Adams. Shoots over Aiden. And it's slammed in by Adams.
This is what I like about John Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Crowder, a screen on Bain. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Brooks launches a three. Connects from downtown. Brooks has got 5 points.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, they need this. Knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns trailing, and last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And here are the Grizzlies now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Over to the left wing. And Booker with the jam.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Morant against Bridges. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Three-pointer, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Booker for 3. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Bain. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And the shot's good.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. The kick out to Paul. 6 to shoot. And here's Crowder from the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. The drive by Bain. And that one is hammered home.
The range on Desmond Bain's stroke opens up a lot of driving avenues.
Crowder, a screen on Morant. Bridges passes to Paul. Outside for Booker. Hits the three-pointer. Booker's got 8.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in Adams.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
There's the three. Booker can't get it to go. Outside Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. The shot no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front, up 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Pass to Bridges. To the inside. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Bridges. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Outside for Moran. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Paul passes to Crowder. Paul with it. He's picked up by Bane. Back to Paul. Deflected.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Moran. Brooks outside. The three ball. Hauled in by Paul.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
On the wing, Brooks. 5 points in the game. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Bridges against Moran. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
Ayton, no good. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been great this game, 58%. Bane against Booker. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Bane. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside for Booker. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. No luck on that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Moran. Pass to Bane. Jackson outside. Now here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. from deep, Bain. Here's Adams. Count the basket. Adams has got 8.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Bridges against Moran. Here's Crowder. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
With all that space, it's so hard for the defense to stay connected to everyone. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
A good look from Bain. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
To halt the run, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
Here's Moran. Nice D from Bridges. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Crowder. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Crowder's got his second basket of the game.
Jay Crowder, not the biggest guy, but he's crafty in the painted area, knows how to get his shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get posters.
Brooks against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Good work defensively by Brooks. Left side Bain, and here's Jackson. Got a piece of it, and we're through the first half of play.
21, the Grizzlies, 26.
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Mikal Bridges is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Paul in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Morant, no good. The Suns trailing. Ayton finds Booker. Bridges outside. Outside for Booker. Back to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. Booker against Adams. Booker, pass to Crowder to the right side. Paul for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
On target from range. Jackson's got 5 now.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Here's Paul, the 3. Goes back up. Crowder, that's good. He has 7.
Failing to block out Jay Crowder, that's careless. He's active, wanting the ball more than you. Well deserved.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Brett.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Jackson. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Paul for 3. Drains the triple.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
Brooks outside. Up and in on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Payne against Booker. Out to Bridges. Puts up a three. The putback. Oh, the swat by Adams.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Here's Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
When you look at the career numbers of Booker, here's a guy who has really increased his assist numbers.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a three. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. He's off on the first.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you night in and night out is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Bridges has got 5 points.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Morant against Bridges. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's a three from Paul. And the Suns get another three.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Back to Jackson. Morant against Bridges. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Here's Booker. No good off the back of the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Payne. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned. Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Three-pointer Brooks. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 15.
And this is what you like about Dillon. He can be a role player for you, and you can also lean on him to carry the load.
For three, Bridges. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Memphis leading. On the court for Memphis, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one. Here's Bridges. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Morant gets it to go.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Bridges with it. To the paint. Here's Crowder, and Crowder with the jam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Outside Morant. Pass to Payne. Now Jackson. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 5th rebound in this one. Up again. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Adams, the pass to Brooks. And it's off from three-point range. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. Back to Crowder. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Back to Payne. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Solid work inside from Desmond Bane. He doesn't lack confidence attacking down there.
Ball with it. Back to Booker. Pass to Paul. Crowder right side. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Fires the three. Booker can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Morant finds Jackson. From deep, Payne. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires from deep. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Paul.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Bridges against Morant. From deep, Payne. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Hayden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Brooks. Morant against Bridges. Adams, shot's good. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
And here's Morant outside. Drops in the 3.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Pass to Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
1:31 left in the game. And Morant gets it to go.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Bridges passes to Crowder. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Payne. From outside the arc. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. Ball finds Bridges. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
3-pointer, Bridges. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Jackson. Now here's Payne. All alone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And Aiden gets it to go.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Now here's Morant. And so it's Memphis winning this one. They have to feel good. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
We appreciate.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.